So hey and welcome to this new video of mastering Java. So in this video we will learn all about interfaces. So to do that, let's create a new class and let's name it, for example, car. So car, let's create it, and here it is. And after that, let's create an interface. So it's the same way like we create a car new, but this time interface, and let's name it vehicle. And hit enter. So you can consider an interface, it's like a class. He also have attribute and method, but we can initialize it as the same way we do, for example, for the class like this. So in the interface we do not do this, it's an error and it's a big one. And so basically we have interfaces just to extend or to implement them in other class. So and another thing, every attribute in the interface need to be final. And what's final mean? That mean this attribute did not or he can't change. For example, let's start final int, for example, G as for gear, and let's give it 5. So the value of G equal 5 and it's final, that means it cannot change. And also for variable, this is how we declare variable and attribute, and for the method we just type the data type of a method. So if you don't know the data type, so I will just show it to you. Public, and after that int, for example, type of return. Oh yeah, sorry, we don't type public or encapsulation, we type just type of return, and for example the name of the method, so speed up, for example, and here it has an attribute of int a, and that's it. So that's the data type of a function, of this function speed up. So let's create another one, for example, slow down, and let's also give it int, and that's it. So this is how we can type function in the interface. We type just data type. So after that we go here in car, we implement this method, and you will see when we implement this interface, he will tell us to overwrite or to type again all his method and function, or all his method, and in the class there when we type the body of this interface. So now let's implement this interface in our class. So here we'll use, if you remember, implement, and after that the name of our interface, so vehicle, and you will see that here we have an error, and here it seems that everything is fine and everything is correct. But if you remember, I told you that in class we need to define or to type again or the function in an interface, and basically this is what our error is. So if I click in here, we see here implement all abstract methods. So if I click on them, not this one, so here make class car abstract. So let's just go and implement them manually. So the first is speed up. So here public, so I will just copy it, class, so public void speed up, and here, and also the same thing for the other, so public, and it's slow down, I think, yeah, it's slow down. So here copy and paste it in here, and now the error will disappear. So see, now everything is working fine. So here I will create a new attribute, but this time attribute of the class. So private int, and here. For example, in speed up, we will have this dot speed, for example, minus equal to a. It means we have, for example, this speed, and we want to back down. For example, we are speeding of like 100, and here in the end, for example, 20, so we give it like 100 minus 20. Same thing for here also. No, here speed we type plus, and here we type the minus. So we'll just copy this, pass it in here, and here it will be the minus. Now let's add like another method, just a display method, so that you can see that everything is working fine. So void display, and here let's make, for example, system dot out println. So system dot out dot println, and here let's type, for example, hey, I am a car, and I'm going, for example, so I'm going, and this, it will be speed. So yeah, here in speed we need like to initialize it, for example, with the number. So speed, let's say just 100, and here let's type speed, so this dot speed, I think just this, yeah, just this. Now let's go to our main, let's create a new car. So car, let's name it, you can name it whatever you want, name of car, but I will name it just C. So new car. Now we set that the speed, it's 100, so we will call the function speed up, and we will add a 20. So c dot speed up, let's add 20, and after that let's see like the display. So now let's run this and see our output, and see here it add like this 20. So if we said like slow down, so slow down, and now let's run it, we see that it will be like minus 20, that's mean 80. That's mean like those method that we implement from the vehicle or from this interface vehicle are working fine. So now like someone of you may say or think like why first, for example, have an interface and create like a function and method in here, and after that like implement function or implement interface? Why like go directly and create those method in our class? So you're right, we could do that, but you know that like in the company and in the big firm, for example, we use just interface. So for example, our software programming lead or our chief project, he create first, he create just like the interface, he created with the method that we will use, and it's up to us to create class and implement the interface that he create, and like do the body of all like of the function that he type in the interface. So yeah, just keep in mind like in the professional world we use just interface. So we said that software programming lead will create interface with the bunch of function that we will use just like this, prototype just like this, and it's up to us to create class and to implement the interface, also like to override the method that he, or the function that he type in the interface, and to type its body. So I think this is all for this video. In the next video we will speak about enumeration or enums. So see you next.